And we are live. Hello.
Hello. Long time
Hello.
no see. Has it
Yeah,
been
I
how many
know.
months?
How many months? Excuse me, how many minutes?
Yeah, it seems like forever.
Oh, what, since the last hangout? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we're not very regulars. We should be.
No, because we are busy people. We have busy lives, so we don't have time to sit here and talk to each other.
No, actually, you abusing people. I'm not abusing people. I'm the nicest person on earth. What are you
I've
talking
been
about?
busy. I've been busy this week. It was just busy trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. But I was just sat there on my sofa. I know I'm supposed to leave this house and go somewhere. I don't remember.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good. I've been busy going on dates, so which I haven't done in
Oh,
ages. So that was pretty interesting. To go on a date.
yes, yes. I have not kept up with your dates, plural.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dates plural. Can you imagine that? Like I go 6 months without dating, and then all of a sudden it's just like nearly a date after the other. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, you've been busy. Yes, please
yeah, I think
tell me.
so. Then we can talk about all those deal breakers that people impose on you. Well, I have my deal breakers, but yeah, other people may have their deal breakers. So we shall talk about that. What is your deal breaker?
Yes, my deal breaker. Oh, they are
Let me
very
guess.
long.
Let me guess. Let
Maybe,
me guess. It's the height.
well, yes. Number two, okay, number two is the body type. Speaking of which, have you heard of the new body type? The
No, what is
dead bod, the dead bod. You know,
the
the
dad
guys with
bod?
the big guts, with the big stomach that looks like they are 3, 4, 5, 6 months pregnant.
That's the body type.
Yes,
I thought it was class
yeah,
as
that is
fat.
the body type. Yes, yes, the slovenly fat guys. That is my deal breaker. And stupidity is another one.
Wow,
And
stupidity.
not getting hints. Okay, maybe not getting hints would be after he did. He, okay, scratch the not getting hints because that comes under stupidity. But yes, it's asking too many irrelevant questions.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, but I mean, asking irrelevant question doesn't make somebody stupid. Maybe they're irrelevant to you, but maybe they're relevant to the person asking the question.
right. Yeah, the being stupid and asking irrelevant questions are two different things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, but that would be my deal breaker. So it's very difficult for anybody to, even meet me in person. So yeah, it's a wonder that I'm married to the same person for the past 2 decades. I guess
Yeah.
he's just lucky that he is tall and blonde and blue eyes.
And blonde blue eyes, yeah.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
did not ask irrelevant questions. In fact, he did not. He doesn't talk, so that helps.
What wouldn't that make it a bit boring?
No, because I get to talk. How can that be boring
Ah,
for
yeah.
anybody?
Sorry, I forgot, yeah. Hotfish
Yeah, you
talking.
forgot who you're talking
Yeah, I know. Oops, sorry. It's the hotfish we're
to.
talking to. He doesn't know the
So
meaning of silence.
what about you and your deal breakers? How
Well,
many do you have besides the
well,
height?
same as you, the height and the fitness. I mean, the body type is just like um, it has to be fit because I want somebody who goes to the gym. because I want somebody to come to the gym with me.
Just to make sure that he actually goes when he says he goes to the gym.
Exactly, because some people just say, you know, it says fit, no, athletic. I think that, no, it's athletic. On some website it says athletic, and on some website it's fit. Okay, and then you see athletic, and then you look at the body shape, and you're thinking, athletic? He might look athletic, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't go to the gym for that kind of athletic he's talking about, you know. So maybe athletic means different thing. So I guess it would be more like, you know, do you go to the gym on a regular basis, like not once a year, or
maybe once a month?
You actually do something at the gym too. Do you wear, you know, do you lift? Because
you're right. Yes.
And spend 2 hours on the treadmill. Well, no, that doesn't.
Yeah. No, it does not. And then they walk on the treadmill. They walk like your grandmother would walk.
Or they're just with the machine and just, I'm working hard. You see, look at me. You know, there's no weight.
I'm sorry. Well, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a deal breaker, but it's not like, if the guy goes, you know, does a sport, he might not have the time to go to the gym. So it's not really. I think the deal breaker would be the height. Just. Yeah.
I have another deal breaker. This is one of the most important when I was single, actually. Food. Like, how picky are you about food? It's like, you know, some people might say, I'm not picky at all. I would eat anything. And then you bring them to an ethnic restaurant, for instance. They go, no, oh my God, no. I can't do that. It's Indian food. It's too hot. It's too spicy. I can't do that. Or I don't like Indians in general. What? You said you.
Okay. Yeah, I never thought about that.
So yeah, that is most important, because because if we're going to be together, then I don't know how to cook. I did not know how to cook. I still do not. But you can't tell me you only eat, say, American food. Excuse me, the last time did you notice I am not American, so I can't do that. But you know, I will.
I've never thought about that. I've never had that issue, really. But then again, when you go on a date, most of the time you go for a coffee, so it's not that often that I actually go for dinner or lunch, so there's the food on the table. I've never even thought about, oh, what do you eat? Or maybe I'll ask, what's your favorite food? But the only thing about food would be probably the, you know, I don't want somebody who goes and eat at McDonald's every day.
Every day or every other day. It's not healthy.
You would want
with going to the gym business. It does not work out that way.
But you would assume that if he's going to the gym, he's got a healthy lifestyle, which would be my kind of thing, I think.
It's it's just I don't know, but
we have to a healthy lifestyle with alcohol, though. I remember that guy who says to me, oh my gosh, you must be stressed because you're drinking more than
I know.
I'm stressed. Okay, I drink wine because I love my wine, because maybe I'm French, I don't know, but yeah, I love wine.
No, you're stressed. You're not. No, you're stressed. That's it. Your work is very stressed.
Yeah.
I told that to my husband. He just looked at me and shook his head, and he went back to working out, because that's what he do at the gym. um, I understood to walk by where my husband is, and did you know? This is what happened today or last night when you were sleeping. So a minute has got past. Okay, we'll see you in another 3 minutes. So I told him, like, yeah, Priska said this guy. And so, yeah, I logged in to your account and I read it. I thought, what in the name of tarnation is this?
Yeah,
What?
so now you have to be careful. So now I wouldn't be able, I don't think I would be able to date somebody who doesn't drink because.
Yeah, it's not like, you get stone drunk, falling down drunk every night
No.
or at all. But,
And I don't drink every night. It's just, but if I enjoy, if I want a glass of wine, I want to be able to, yeah.
right, yeah.
A glass of
And
wine
it could be
nice.
it could be 3 days a week, or it could be 4, it could be 5, or you might want to have a mimosa for brunch or something, so don't judge me.
I just don't want to be restricted. That's it. I mean, some days I haven't had a drink last night, and I thought about this morning. I thought, oh, because I was just throwing a bottle of wine, and I thought, oh, I didn't have a drink last night. So it's not like I need to drink every single day. It's just no.
Yes, to function, then that is a problem. Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so I think a non-drinking person probably that would not be. I mean, we don't have to be all the same though, and do the same thing. But yeah, I think there's just one thing that needs to be.
There are some non-drinking persons who doesn't care. They don't care if you have a drink or 2 or 3 or whatever. Like in the beginning, when
it's not so much about caring. It's a thing that you do together, I suppose.
Yeah, that is true, but for a person who completely does not drink, say for example, you like your wine, so you want to perhaps you find a nice bottle of wine that you've never had before, and you want to share it with this person, and and then so the person might ask, how is it? And you say, hey, have a sip and see what you think. Or like my husband every now and then would drink wine. And then sometimes, I find some crazy label and I buy it, and I thought, okay, it's cheap and it's funny. The label is hilarious. So I'm going to buy it. And then I'm not too crazy about it because it's like, it tastes like this, and he understands.
That's it. That's just the thing. It's the same with gaming. Like, I'd rather.
Yeah, that's very helpful. But
that's a gamer. That would be a plus. But if he's not a gamer, that's fine. But if he knows a little about games,
so now your date deal breakers.
Pardon?
Your date deal breakers. So I guess plural dates you had, they met your they did not have the deal breakers, or you haven't.
No, the deal breaker was the height, and I got that. They were going to the gym. No, they don't. The past that I've been dating, been going to, the height was okay. The gaming, no. And what else? The gym, no. So that's probably why there was no second date. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
It's just well, I guess you just sometimes they do. there are no deal breakers in that person, but there's just something about them that is off. So that doesn't work out either. Well, no chemistry is another deal breaker, obviously.
Yeah, but the chemistry can happen later, though.
Yeah, that's quite true. That is quite true.
I
Yes.
didn't have the chemistry with my ex-husband at all. Like, I mean, it was really romantic what he did to ask me on a date. I said, yeah, that's great, but there was no chemistry at all. That's why I said no to the date. But then he pursued that. He did everything he could to still get the date. So 3 weeks later, I finally said yes, which is what men don't do anymore, I think. There's no chemistry, and they just give up, basically.
Yeah. As far as chemistry goes, when I met my husband, I have no idea. He just kept appearing at the same place every bloody night. And I had given him my number the first night that we accidentally met. And so I gave him my number and I said blah 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 blah. And then he says, well, let's get you home. So he took me home, put me in a taxi, and then he dropped me off, and then he went home. And he did not call me or whatever, but he kept reappearing at the same place. And then I said, okay, this is ridiculous. And every time he saw me, he'll like wave or smile or walk past me or something. And I was always with somebody. And then, I'm like, okay, this is a coincidence. He kept reappearing, and then we kept ending up at the same table. He kept dropping me off at night, at the end of the night. And this is stupid. Like, okay, fine, whatever. So one day I called him. A week later, I called him at work. I had to go a roundabout way because I did not have his phone number. So I just called.
Yeah.
I said, screw it. I just want to, So I called, and so I asked him out. I said, what are you doing later tonight? He goes, I don't know, probably go out and have a drink. And I was thinking like, okay, that's what you have been doing the past week. So then I said, well, you need to go. I said, well, you need to go out with me tonight. Will you go out with me tonight? And I thought, oh crap, that sounds really kind of hard up. So I said, well, I've been calling people. I had actually been calling people in alphabetical order, and nobody wanted to go out with me. I said, what is wrong with people today? And one of my colleagues had said, I have plans with my girlfriend tonight, so we are free tomorrow. I'll go out with you tomorrow. We'll go do something. I'm like, fine, see you in the morning, and then we'll talk about it. So I called my husband, and he goes, well, I get off work at whatever time, because I asked him, what time do you get off work today? And he told me, in a couple of hours. And I'm like, oh, okay, would you go out with me? And blah, blah, blah. He says, yeah, I guess I could meet you tonight. I'm like, how hard is it?
How hard is it? Yeah.
So, so we... Yeah, so I went out with him. So we met up, and then I said, oh, well, I'm hungry. Let's walk down this way. I said, do you like Indian food? My test is Indian food. If you don't like Indian food, then go away. So he said, yeah, I'll eat Indian food. I said, okay, that's good. Or maybe if I don't remember. Anyway, we walked for half an hour.
Yeah. Do you ask all your date if you're going to an Indian restaurant, if that's the taste?
Well, actually, not just an Indian restaurant. It's the local foods. You're not in your country, so do you eat my food? If you don't eat my food, then bye bye. I'm sorry, we cannot be together because And so we walked for half an hour to go to dinner. So obviously by that time we were starving. We ate, and so it was all good. And he was literally sweating while eating Indian food. But there was no air conditioner. There was no aircon in the restaurant. It was just the ceiling fan. So but he kept eating it. He says, "This is good. This is good." I'm like, "Okay, he is not faking it because his plate was empty." And he kept eating it. I'm like, "Okay, this is good." We ate with our hands because it's an authentic Indian restaurant. You use your fingers, your 5 fingers. So he had to wash his hand. Blah blah blah. He did not appear to be um ill at ease. He was just happy to be there. So I said, "Oh, okay, well,
Yeah,
test number one, you
but that's the
passed."
thing too. That's the thing too. Maybe he didn't like Indian, but at least he made the effort. There's that as well. Is at least make the effort to
Mhm.
even try. That counts. Instead of saying no, I
Right.
can't. So I went to
Yeah, no,
his
I've never
MD.
had it, and I heard it's really bad or something. Yeah, and so every night after that night, we went out, um, and I took him to different local places, and he ate
Yeah,
it. And if he didn't like it, he'll tell me I don't like it. I don't, so which is a good
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's
Because
yeah. So
you
the
got
deal breaker
like
is people
everything.
making,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
the effort.
We at least make an effort and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't eat this. This is just too much for me." So
Yeah.
that would be a good thing. Otherwise, it's why would you lie if you want to have a relationship with this person about
This is
food? Food is
but
most
people
important. You
lie.
need it.
I know, but people lie about everything. It's just I don't know. It's like starting a relationship on based on lies, basically. Trying
Yeah,
to
it's
pretend
dumb.
to
So
be
what are you going
another
to do when
person.
the two get?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
the
and
whole
like
point
I
of deal breakers. People don't understand the deal breakers. They just think, oh my gosh, you're just being picky. No, I'm not being picky. Okay, I've been in a relationship before. I've been married, so I know what I want. To have a
yes,
successful relationship,
exactly.
to try and have a successful relationship, because my ex-husband and I, we have absolutely nothing in common. So there's nothing we can do because there's nothing in common. Okay, what I like, he hates, and what he likes, I hate it. So
That's not helping at all.
I mean, he's a very smart person, but we have absolutely nothing in common. There's nothing that we could actually do together because, yeah, I don't know how we end up together. Actually, I don't know how we ended up together.
And for that long as well. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
You had the two kids, so it was that
Yeah,
long, and then they were
I
growing.
know. We did well, but I mean, like, I don't think opposite attracts. I don't believe in that either. Okay, you can't be because I would say my ex-husband and I, we are totally opposite people. Yeah, extreme. Yeah, I mean, we can
Yeah,
put up
it's
with each other well.
well, that's a good thing. Yeah, yeah, you're not throwing
Yeah,
flames at each other, so that's
no,
good.
no. I think we just know we just don't like things, and I don't know. We just put up with it. Yeah, at the end it had to end. So I don't want that. I want a happy relationship, somebody I can talk to, and all these kind of things. So
Have all these, yeah, things
yeah,
together. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's the
It has to
yeah.
end.
Otherwise, yeah. It's funny because speaking of having something in common and deal breakers and whatever, one of my sister-in-laws had said that my husband is now an Asian because he says no, he's an Asian now. He doesn't, because
Really?
he
Oh,
eats
he
all these
looks
Asian
like
foods.
one. He looks like one. Yeah, he's tall, blonde hair. Yeah, yeah, totally Asian. Yeah. Right. Maybe she needs to get
Because I
glasses or
think
something. I don't
it
know.
was funny. Yeah, because her husband was asking about. I can't remember what it was. It was something to do with food. It's always something to do with food. And say, hey, do you eat the? He was asking me if I make this type of food, whatever it was. And then so his wife, my sister-in-law, had said, no, she doesn't make that, and no, he's now an Asian because he eats everything Asian and blah blah blah. And then I was sitting there thinking, come to think of it, yeah, he is sort of Asian because he is very picky about his rice. You cannot mess up his rice. And then I messed up the rice more than 3 times. And he goes, I've never met an Asian who cannot make rice. I'm thinking, how many Asians do you know, really, besides me?
Yeah.
So yeah, he thinks he's Asian half the time. Whatever, who cares? But so yeah, it's yeah, you have to, the deal breaker basically for me, to sum it up, is somebody who would accept the other person regardless of how different that person is, and not, to try and change that person. That person may decide to change for you, but otherwise you should not, try to change that person from A to Z. Like for instance, my husband used to wear whatever t-shirt that his family sent him, and I said, okay, those are not gonna make it. Those are about the ugliest t-shirts ever. Do not wear them. He goes, okay, I'll get rid of them. I mean, there's like 2 seconds later, like, okay, they are gone. Consider them gone. So he just, but I'm making him look very good. So why would you argue with that? But and then his hair, because,
Oh, yeah. No, but
well, I mean, his hair. Okay, for one thing, his hair. I showed up one day for our date, and he was sitting at this bar, and I just came out of the subway station, and I stood there waiting to cross the road, and he had, God knows what he did with his hair. It was god awful. And I stood there, I thought, oh crap, I have 2 choices. I could walk over there and tell him his hair is crap, or I can just turn around, go back into the subway and just not, and leave. So I crossed the road, and I did not say anything. I did not say anything at all. And he goes, I had a haircut. I thought, oh crap, okay. So I said, yes, I noticed from across the street. And that was all I said. And he goes, why, don't you like it? I said, no, it's shit. That hair makes you look like an idiot or something to that effect. He goes, oh, okay. So that was the last time he had that god awful hair. So, those were the 2 things that I directly changed about him. His ugly t-shirts and his god awful hair. I mean, I'm sorry. And, no, I cannot be seen with a person with that kind of hair. It's so disgusting.
I don't know. I've never had that issue, so I can't even think. No. No,
I know, and we went.
Yeah, I've never tried. I don't really care about what they are. I mean, if they are, yeah, I don't care. For me, what's important is just to have things we can do together and share, and yeah.
I guess I'm a bitch or something. I don't know. Compared to you. Well, I'm just being honest.
We all know that. We all know that. Okay.
But I am Asian. Asians are nice. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
everybody knows
you. You are the exception.
The exception. I am 100% Asian. Therefore, I am 100% nice. Please. Yeah, you're the French, so you're the one who's a snob. So you got it all backwards.
No. It depends. It depends. Yeah, days. Yeah, I can act. Yeah, like my daughter said,
well, maybe when it comes,
you are French when you need to be French. And I said, yeah. Exactly.
Yes, you are French when you need to be French. Yeah. When you are,
when you're sitting there, the weather, the people. If I need to be rude to somebody, well, okay, yeah, I'm French, so excuse me, but I'm French.
Screw you.
French do. Okay. But yeah.
You do not know how to order wine, and what is this crap you call cheese? Go away. I am French. How dare you? How dare you? You call this a crepe? What is wrong with you? Get out of my sight now.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. And you know, they're using the French wording and they can't even spell it properly. It's just like at Zarafas coffee, it's called crème de menthe. Okay, crème de menthe. But the way they've spelled it should be, you read it as a French would read it. It's not even, you can't even say it. It would be crème de menthe. Just because they've spelled it wrong, you know, a French person would say, what the hell are they trying to say? It's, you know, I want the crème de menthe and you spell it crème de whatever. So it's
Did you tell them? Did you tell them?
No, my daughter has forbidden me to say anything about Zarafas coffee.
No, she did not say that.
Yeah, even this morning she said, Mother, get over it, all right? Let go.
Mother, get over it. How dare she? How dare she?
Yeah, you know, I can't get to them because they don't even have a Twitter. Well, they do have a Twitter, but they don't use it. So, oh my gosh, I hate those people.
Oh no. Do they have a Facebook? You should do something. You should say something. Use one of your Facebook accounts that your daughter doesn't know.
You can't say anything. That's the thing that I was trying to explain to people. If they don't have a social network, so you can't talk to them as a business, it's really bad.
Then why? Yeah, but if they have a Twitter, why do they not use it? You know,
they haven't used it since 2012. I think the last tweet was. And the way they've set up their Facebook page, it's you can't post, but you can, if they do a post, you can comment on that post, but you can't actually say, you know, like usual Facebook pages, you can just go there and say, look, you know, it was private, it was this. They don't have that. So I think they know, okay, what they're doing. They've got bad coffee and bad customer service. And
yeah, that's probably why they're doing this.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing. They can't spell French.
Exactly. You know, I'm French. I'm noticing those things. It's like those T-shirts. It says, you know, they have French wording and they can't even spell the French wording on the T-shirt. I'm not going to buy a T-shirt that has French that they can't even spell French. It would be like, okay, I'm wearing a French T-shirt, but you know, I can't spell French. Yeah.
And I don't know what this means to begin with, but I'm going to wear it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you buy a T-shirt if you don't even understand what it says and if it's not spelled properly? Wrong.
Wrong answer.
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
Anyway.
Bye. See ya. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I should say another deal breaker would be, please do not try to talk to me in French. Holy crap. That's the thing. Oh, you're French.
Unless you are French. Unless you.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of which, do you remember that guy that sent you a message about his stupid car, about his Peugeot or something like that?
No, I don't. Well, on POF. Was it?
Yeah. He said something about Peugeot for a car show or something like that, but the entrance fee costs a lot and different things because you are French, so he has to mention, you know, the classic French car.
I don't understand. Yeah, because I'm French, you're going to come up with some French stuff. I mean, I live in Australia.
Yeah. It's. I thought that was funny. I was laughing so hard. I thought, oh God, I could just delete it, but no, I'm just going to not because this is funny. But obviously, you did not read it because
I didn't. You should take a screenshot. We should keep track of that crap because it's ridiculous. So yeah, my deal breaker, do not talk to me in French. I don't want to know. I don't care if you can speak French. you know, if I need you to speak French, I'll tell you. But sometimes some of the guys, they speak in French, like you teach them French, and it's so sexy when they try to speak in French. But I have to initiate that. You cannot come up to me and say, you know, bonjour, comment ça va? Because I don't find that sexy. Yeah.
It's
you know, people
retarded.
coming to you talking to your language. I mean, why?
They did that.
Yeah, I don't care that you learned French at school. It doesn't matter. It's not going to make us, you know, in a long lasting relationship just because you learned French at school and you only remember a few words. It's
unless you are in France, and then you know, then that would be different.
Yeah,
but you're not in France right now, so
yeah, no, we speak English.
Yeah, there were a lot before I met my husband. There were quite a few people who came up to me and started speaking to me in Indonesian, and I'm thinking, what? I started laughing, and I said, I do not speak Indonesian, and they just looked at me like I was crazy. I said, you know, no, I do not understand Indonesian. I watch Indonesian movies. I know Indonesian artists of the time, but I do not speak Indonesian. I cannot carry on a conversation in Indonesian. So, yeah, goodbye, Sia. You're an idiot. So my husband does not speak anything but American English, but he could actually understand. If I'm speaking to my family, he would understand. He would even know if I was speaking to my mother or my sister or my cousins or whatever, just from the tone of my voice, and he would know basically what I was talking about. Because, you know, after I hung up the phone, I said, oh, I was talking to my mom, and, you know, we were talking about blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, I heard. I'm like, oh, this is creepy. You do not speak anything. He could not speak anything else, but you understand. So, you know, it was funny, but yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's sort of yeah, it's very creepy. Don't come up to a person, and then some other person would come up to me in America and start speaking to me in Tagalog, and I said, what? And he goes, are you Filipino? You're Filipino, right? I said, I've never set one toe in the Philippines. I've never been to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And so they were like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. What are you? I said, none of your goddamn business. I am Asian, yes, but I'm not Filipino, and none of your goddamn business what the fucking hell I am. Go away. But yeah, it's super rude. It's not a great pickup line.
No.
But yeah. So how many more minutes have we got, or did we go over, or
we
what?
We have no minutes left. We have to go there.
We have no minutes left. I am so shocked.
Come on, swallow.
No minutes left. Bloody hell.
No,
okay.
That's it. So we have to say goodbye and talk to you.
Whenever we are not busy doing whatever we are busy doing.
Or when we can find a new subject to talk about. So
yes. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you whenever.
That's right.
And also have fun with your dates, plural. And then
we shall keep track of those dates. It's
yes, that should be interesting. And we should have a session for those. Yeah, and then for yours and mine. Well, maybe just yours, because mine that would not cover it. It would be out of minutes.
Right. Okay.
And I don't even go on dates plural. I just go on dates plural.
Let's go.